The European Court of Human Rights has ruled that Russia was responsible for the killing of former spy Alexander Litvinenko in London in 2006. Litvinenko was poisoned with radioactive polonium-210 that's believed to have been put into his tea during a meeting with two Russians in a central London hotel. Moscow has dismissed the ruling by calling into question the court's ability to have information on the incident. Well, Litvinenko's widow, Marina, who brought the case, welcomed the ruling. British police say a third Russian man, Sergei Fedotov, will face charges over the poisoning of Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia in Salisbury in 2018. Prosecutors say they have enough evidence to charge Fedotov with conspiracy to murder, attempted murder and possessing and using a chemical weapon. Skripal and his daughter survived the Novichok nerve agent attack, but British woman Dawn Sturgis was killed when she came into contact with it. Russia denies the allegations. Well, from outside Scotland Yard in London, Tig Enright has more.
Prime Minister Boris Johnson is in New York at the UN General Assembly, but a spokesperson said that this new suspect and the other two Russian suspects should be handed over for justice. The Interior Minister here, Priti Patel, was speaking in Parliament, though, and she warns that if any of the suspects travelled outside of Russia, that the UK would take every possible step to detain and extradite them. And officials here at the Metropolitan Police's headquarters say that they are as determined as ever to bring those responsible to justice. Of course, though, I think the chances of that actually happening are pretty slim. Russia certainly is not likely to extradite these three men, and they'll do everything they can to protect them from arrest. You heard there the spokeswoman for the government in Moscow continuing to deny any involvement by the Russian government, describing this particular case, as she put it, as a tool to put pressure on our country. Alistair?
And the Litvinenko inquiry, we've got the European Court of Human Rights backing up the previous UK inquiry, saying that President Putin knew and approved of the killing. What's this going to do for UK-Russia relations, which are already pretty strained?
Certainly not going to help, obviously, Alistair. Not a good day for UK-Russia relations, or indeed relations between Russia and the rest of the civilised world at all. It must be stressed it is entirely coincidental that you've had the European Court issuing this ruling on an entirely separate killing, albeit one allegedly by masterminded by the Russian state here on British soil. That killing happening 12 years before the poisonings in Salisbury. It was unprecedented at the time. Of course, it did, though, set the precedent for that other attack. Priti Patel, the Interior Minister, also addressed this in Parliament today. She pointed out that the Salisbury killings were not the first brazen attack on UK soil, I think giving a nod there to the Alexander Litvinenko case. This European Court ruling obviously vindicates the UK's position and the position of other Russian critics, but it makes little difference, I think, overall in the pursuit of justice.